Hey, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Ondo's price chart. And in the previous video we were all the way down here and I said I'm expecting a 1 2 3 4 5 wave impulsive structure to show up, meaning generally we said we are going to get a move up soon, but I am going to be the first one to admit this. I didn't expect our move up to be this strong. In fact, let's just measure it real quick from the lows to about the highest side. This was almost like a 19% move on the upside, which is excellent. And now this, in my view, opens the door to some more bullish starts. Why is that? You see, in the previous video, I said we are going to have a 5 wave up, but at that point, you need to be a bit patient and careful because odds are that 5 wave that we're going to get might be into the C leg of this ABC expanded flat, which the beginning of it might be right around the lows. However, I definitely now cannot argue that, and that's not even the main bullish point. You see, let's just zoom out a bit more. The idea in Ondo was that maybe we are having an A, B, C zigzag, and I said I can absolutely find the subwaves for our zigzag to work to about this point, but if I want to say the low is then I need to see some more optimistic signs, and at that point, okay, fair enough, I am able to be bullish in Ondo with a good bit of confidence. And I said under any kind of circumstances, I am simply not going to do some bottom hunting and say, for example, this is our final low, and without seeing some good signs, some important bullish confirmations, I am going to go long. That's just simply not my style. And now that we got this move up, pay attention. In it, we actually took this important high, which sort of kind of does eliminate the possibility of having an A correction for wave B and maybe like another move down into our C leg. And now I think I have to find the subwave to about the lowest low, and no problem at all. Let's just do this. You can actually argue maybe this is a triangle to about this point and like a 1 2 3 4 5 wave down into our C leg. I didn't really have a whole lot of doubts about whether I'm going to be able to find the subwaves or not. I just wanted to wait a bit more and see some more good signs, and now we are having that. Now, I'm not really sure if you are a fan of classic patterns, but if you like them, then okay, fair enough. This can be a beautiful head and shoulder structure, which kind of sort of got confirmed. Why? Let's just draw the next line for our head and shoulder. There we go. As you can see, in this phase in Ondo, in the last, let's say 24 hours, we got a move up, done a pullback, and then continuation of the move in order to take this high. So this is your textbook picture perfect head and shoulder structure. And what is going to be the target for this pattern? You need to first put your chart on regular scale and then measure the height of your pattern from here to about this point and put it at your breaking point. This is giving you about like $1.10 Ondo. And I'm going to tell you why Elliott Waves also sort of kind of suggest that our move up is going to continue. So in terms of classic patterns, definitely we are looking good. Now let's go on 15-minute chart and see what is going on in terms of Elliott Waves. And here is why I think we are probably going to continue our move up in Ondo. And most of it comes down to the fact that finding a complete impulse from here to about the highest high is a bit of a challenge, suggesting what odds are this isn't going to be the end of our move up, and the current move, it's just going to be a temporary setback. So let's just count some waves. You see, scenario number one suggests that from here we are having one, probably an ABC flat into wave 2, good move up into wave 3, correction for 4, and another move on the upside into wave 5 to about this point, and on a higher degree, maybe this is into 1, correction for 2, and good move up into wave 3, either to about here or maybe a bit higher, not that important. And what are we going to have next? Correction for 4, and guess what? A continuation of the move up into wave 5. So this scenario suggests our move up definitely is not over in Ondo. Are we allowed to consider some other cats? The answer, absolutely yes. For example, you can say, well, okay, maybe, no, actually we do have in here overlapping of the waves. So let's just say this. Maybe this is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another move up into wave 5 in Ondo, and on a higher degree, this can be into a larger degree wave 5. Now, let me be very clear. Personally, I'm not really a big fan of this pattern, but let's say this is going to play out. In that case, I think it is safe to say that for the subwaves, for our wave 5 right in here, we are having 1, 2, and where is going to be your wave 3 and 4 and 5? I'm gonna say probably this point was the end of our wave 3, and any kind of move down, there's a very high chance that it's just going to be a correction structure into wave 4 in Ondo, and followed by that, once more, the conclusion is the same. Our move up is going to continue a bit more, and according to the target of that head and shoulder pattern, we can even reach to somewhere around, let's say, the $1.10 region, meaning from the current point, we can expect about a 10% move on the upside. However, I don't really expect our move up in Ondo to start from the current point. Why? Let's go on 5-minute time frame, zoom in more. Okay, I think we can all agree that this is quite a slow and choppy move on the upside. Most likely, I'm going to argue in form of an A, B, C, either a flat or maybe a zigzag, doesn't really matter. And we are at the moment having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna say this. In Ondo, you are probably going to see a WXY in form of a double zigzag, and this can be 5 down into A, correction for wave B, and another move into C, and in it we are absolutely going to take this initial low down here around 99 cents area, but maybe we're going to go a bit lower. But again, overall, you want to remember this is a WXY in form of a double zigzag, generally some sort of a correction, and after this phase is over, I need you to wait a bit more and see a very strong bounce, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in order to take this important high, and that could be your initial optimistic sign suggesting, yep, we are indeed headed higher in Ondo. And let's go on daily time frame. Yep, maybe even weekly time frame. I think it's a bit better. There we go. What do we have in here? As you can see in MACD, this is a buy signal, which suggests most likely in Ondo the trend has changed, and Elliott Waves also definitely supports that scenario, so makes sense to be quite optimistic. And what about a stock RSI? Where is it? Excuse me, there we go. So as you can see in stock RSI, we do have a bit of a sell signal in here, but I would like to suggest, if you do not want to be involved in any kind of short-term price action in Ondo, just be a bit more patient and wait and see, are we going to get in both of these indicators at the same time a buy signal or not. The moment that we get that, we're going to be able to be bullish in Ondo with a hell of a lot of more confidence. So as you can see, the overall trend according to MACD is bullish. In the short term, we are finally seeing some optimistic signs, making me a bit comfortable with being bullish. So let's continue our move up, and then we are going to make new updates and see where are we going to go from there. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Ondo. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.